What up, people? What's going on? What's popping? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Was good. What is the deal? So, today I'm going to be talking about how your insecurities can hinder your success with women. Okay? First things first, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Or get all 3. Fuck it. Make it happen. Remember, when you get this product, you also get 2 bonus audio products. One is called the Confidence Booster. Another is called the Conversation Booster. So we get that shit popping. What's up, people in the chat room? The great Robbie, Tony Brown was good. Ajax Players was popping. Sean Steed was good. Chris G, what's up? Darrell S, what up? So, Johnny, what's popping, dude? Shaddy Ratty, Albert Michelson, what's going on? Trav, what up? 10 p.m., what up? So, Mulata, what's going on? Or Mulatto, did I say that right? But what's popping, man? So, yeah, today we're going to be talking about, real quick, how your insecurities are, fucking up your situation. You feel what I'm saying? And see, one of the things that you guys got to understand, and this is why I talk about how important confidence is. And you got some people out here who, think confidence is bullshit or it's crazy or whatever. But it's important to have confidence. Because if you're not confident, what's going to happen is chicks are going to feel that. And see, a lot of women are very insecure. You understand? So when they're dealing with you, what they're looking for is that guy who is stable, that guy they see sort of like that security in. And so if you're just as insecure as her, or even more insecure, she's not going to want to be around you. Because your insecurity is basically reminding her of her insecurity. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't want to have to deal with that shit. So the thing is, when you're, really insecure and you're feeling bad about yourself, or you feel like you ain't shit and all this other stuff, that's going to show when you're trying to talk to women. You're going to be scared to approach them. You're going to be scared to talk to them. You're going to always be second guessing yourself. You're always going to be trying to do things to impress the girl to get her approval. So I know some of y'all are like, oh, but how do I not be insecure? I don't have anything to feel confident about. I don't have anything that, I should feel good about. And see, that's the problem right there. Because, I've done videos about confidence for years, right? But some guys are still, confused about it. Some guys think that they have to have done something first, then they can be confident, right? So, it's funny that like guys think they have to do something first to be confident, but for some reason, dudes don't got to do shit to be insecure. You understand? Like, you just automatically insecure. Why is it that you're automatically insecure, but you have to do shit to be confident? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just sit there, you're like, well, I'm fucking insecure. Like, you just embrace insecurity automatically. But you think you have to do something in order to be confident. You see what I'm saying? You see how fucked up that is? So guys don't even realize what they're doing when it comes to this. See, the reason why you're insecure partly has to do with with you believing you actually have to do a whole bunch of shit in order to be confident. Now, let's say you do things and then you become confident in knowing you can do those things. Then that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, let's say you started learning how to fix computers and then you know how to fix computers really well. So now you're saying, well, I'm confident that I can fix the computer because I've done this before. That's cool. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can, build some of your confidence off of that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of guys think they have to do something first before they're confident. But at the same time, they're just automatically insecure because they, you know, just feel like they're nothing. You understand? I feel like I got some shit in my eye. Fuck. Anyway. But yeah, but see, the thing is, your insecurity, that's going to fuck up shit when it comes to women. Because women are attracted to your energy. They're attracted to the experience that you create. So if the experience you're creating is insecurity, right, then she's not going to want to be around that. Because that scares her. You know, when you're being insecure, you know, you give off this needy vibe, this clingy vibe, this vibe that you don't know what you're doing, this vibe that you're always second guessing yourself. You're not sure about, what you want. And that's the thing that makes women not want to fuck with you. Albert Michelson, you said you're insecure about that you won't be able to get a 10 out of 10 girlfriend. And you're insecure about time that passes, how to handle time, how to attract younger chicks. Well, see, this is the thing. And this is the problem that most guys have when it comes to, you know, dealing with chicks just in general. Most guys, and let me just go on this tangent for a little bit, but I'm going to bring it back. What up, Manure? What's going on? Most guys don't know what a 10 out of 10 is. What I mean is, most guys think a chick who's a 10 out of 10 is just some chick with big titties and a pretty face. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all they're striving for because that's all they think it is. And then so, since they're insecure, they never think that they can get to that girl. So they never try. And then they never actually experience being with that girl to even realize she's not a 10 out of 10. All she is just a cute chick with big titties, right? So the thing is, if you weren't insecure and you had, you know, some confidence about you and you were like, let me, you know, I'm going to go and holler at this chick who I think is a 10 out of 10. And then you get with that girl and then you realize she ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you've gained the experience through dealing with girls who are hot or whatever, or physically hot. And you realize, okay, it's not all this cracked up to be, just her looking pretty. You see what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, again, if you're insecure, right? If you are insecure, it's going to be hard for you to even be able to get to that point, to even realize that. Because your insecurity is going to stop you from talking to women. Mulatto, you said, does it matter if your confidence intimidates her? Well, no, that's the thing. So, and that's the thing. Your confidence can intimidate certain women. And, you know, for those women, sometimes you're going to actually have to charge them to the game because ain't shit going to pop off with those girls because they're, you know, they're so insecure that they can't even deal with that shit. Because they think, damn, if they get with you, they're going to have to step their game up. They feel like they can't step their game up. So they figure, well, let me reject this dude now before I get with him, start feeling him. And then he ends up noticing that I'm insecure or I feel like I ain't shit or I ain't got nothing to bring to the table. And then he's going to dump me and I'm going to feel even worse. You feel what I'm saying? But see, when it comes to this whole, you know, insecurity thing, what you got to understand is that you have absolutely nothing to be insecure about. You have nothing to be insecure about. Because, see, the insecurity really comes from this, it's a fear. You're attached to something, and that attachment, you feel like that's the thing that's going to make you feel good. That's the thing that's going to make you happy. So this is where the insecurity comes from. You see that hot girl, and you're attached to the outcome of getting with her. And so since you think you can't get with her for whatever reason, you feel insecure. But the insecurity is coming from you feeling like you're not good enough to get her. And you think getting her is going to make you feel good about yourself. You think getting her is going to make everything better in your life. You think getting her is the end all be all or whatever it is. And so, you know, you're striving for that, but at the same time, you're scared to try to get it because you think you can't because of whatever you've been taught, you know, whatever type of, you know, thought process you grew up with where people were telling you you ain't shit, you ugly, you know, you had some girl that you thought was hot in fucking 5th grade or something that dissed you or whatever. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? And so you build up all of this bullshit and then people, you know, and then you start to feel insecure about yourself. Because when you look at this shit objectively, there's really nothing you have to be insecure about. Seriously. What do you have to be insecure about? Okay, let's say you say, well, I'm insecure because, you know, you think you're ugly or whatever. You're not good looking, so girls aren't going to like you, yada, 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 right? Now, see, that feeling is coming from you. Because that feeling you have is just the feeling you have. It's not actually fact. You understand? Because if you approach a number of different women, you will actually find women who are attracted to you. So you said, I'm insecure because women aren't going to find me attractive because I'm ugly. But if you go out there and talk to a lot of different women, you're going to find women who are attracted to you. You feel what I'm saying? Oh shit, this shit just crashed on me. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be fucking kidding. Damn, I think this shit crashed on me, bruh. Damn. Hold on. Fuck, I think this shit crashed on me. Hold on, let me get back to chat. Pop out. Let me pop this shit out. All right, we back. Are we back? Can you see me? You can see me. Everything good? Is good? Okay, good. I think it's weird because it's raining and the weather's fucked up outside, so I don't know. That could be it. But yeah, that's the thing. You know, you guys gotta understand. There's nothing for you to be insecure about. There's absolutely nothing for you to be insecure about, because everything that you want, you can get. There's things you're gonna have to work on in certain situations, right? In order to get certain things, but you still can get it. Like, it was funny. I actually was having a conversation with my wife, and she asked me, because we were talking about people being out of someone's league, right? And so I was saying, like, look, ain't nobody out of anybody's league. Now, she was saying to me, she said, okay, so what if you have a girl who's, like, not that physically attractive or whatever. Let's say she's, like, you know, kind of overweight and all this other shit. And wouldn't like a good-looking dude be out of her league? Like a good-looking dude who likes a fit girl, wouldn't he be out of her league? Right? And now what I said to that was that if she wants that guy, right? Or she wants guys like that who like fit women, all she would need to do is get fit. So it's not that she can't attain that dude. It's that she has to work on her shit to attain that guy. So the same thing happens with you guys out there. You're saying, well, I can't get this girl because I'm this way, I'm that way, I don't got this and I don't got that. But if you want the best, right? If you want the best shit, you got to work your way up to be the best. Johnny Quest, like I said, yeah, I said that if she works on her shit, she would be the type of girl he would want. See, the problem is nobody want to work on shit. You see what I'm saying? Nobody want to do anything. But see, that's not even like, and that's just surface level shit. That's just surface level shit, because the problem that most people have is this, right? A lot of motherfuckers think that you got dudes out here that think all they got to do is go and work out and get a nice body, and that's it. That's going to be the end to all of their women problems. They're like, well, I'm overweight. I'm not getting girls because I'm overweight. And as soon as I get fit, that's going to be the end of my women problems. No, it's not that you're not getting girls because you're overweight. You're not getting girls because you're fucking insecure. That's why you're not getting girls. Because there's a lot of guys who are overweight that get plenty of pussy. So all you're gonna do is be a fit guy who's insecure. You understand? So the thing is, and you know, this is the thing. People are saying, well, you know, it helps if you are fit because more women are going to be physically attracted to you, right? And this is why I love teaching game, because you guys have to understand that there's levels to this shit. A woman could be physically attracted to you and say, oh, I like that he has a six-pack. He looks nice physically. But a woman's attraction for a motherfucker, for a guy, is a combination of a whole bunch of shit. So therefore, this is why a guy could work out, look fit, and still be having a hard time getting ass. Because he looks nice, but then the application of him trying to get the pussy doesn't work for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning that a woman has to get wet. She has to want to fuck you. Right? And you just working out, you feel what I'm saying? And looking good, yeah, the chick will check you out. But now if you don't know how to fucking talk to the girl and she not getting wet, you ain't getting no pussy. Or if you deal with a chick, let's say she's super insecure and she thinks that her body isn't as tight as yours, you ain't getting no pussy. How do you even navigate that if you want to navigate that? You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, what I was saying before is that if you're the guy who is insecure when he's overweight, and then you start working out and you get fit, you're going to be insecure as a fit guy unless your mindset changes. It's all about your mindset. Because you may think that you're going to be confident more because chicks are checking you out, right? But what's going to happen is that, let's say you talk to this, you know, you were this overweight guy. Now you were feeling insecure. Then you got fit. Now chicks are checking you out. Oh my God, you're so sexy. You're six pack. Oh my God. So now you're feeling good. You're like, oh, I'm feeling good, right? Now you start talking to the girl. Now, when she starts testing you, when she starts fucking playing hard to get, guess what's going to happen? That insecurity is going to pop out. Because once she's sort of playing a little game with you, or once she's playing hard to get, and then you might interpret that as her not being into you, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, she doesn't like me. What's going on? How come she doesn't like me? And then that, how come she doesn't like me energy is going to pour out when you're dealing with her, and she's not going to want to fuck with you because she sees now that you're fucking insecure. She sees your true colors. And then some fucking overweight guy who's confident is going to take that chick from you. This is what, dude, y'all can think I'm bullshitting if y'all want. Ajax, you said that happened to you. Y'all can think I'm bullshitting if y'all want. I see this shit happen every fucking day. Chris, you said is sex appeal and confidence the same thing? No, not really. See, you can have sex appeal and still be insecure to a certain extent. Meaning, a chick might see you, or you might have a vibe that a chick might think is sexy, but you still can be insecure. And then what happens is that insecurity seeps out and then it overrides the sexy. So now you went from having that sex appeal to not being sexy at all because you're insecure. You feel what I'm saying? Now don't get me wrong. Go to the gym, work out, work on your body by all means. Hell fucking yeah. Get fit, hell fucking yeah. Look your best, hell fucking yeah. Because what it does, it'll give you an advantage to get chicks checking you. You understand? So certain girls will check you out because you actually have the look. But if that's all you got, then you're fucked. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this. If I put on a doctor's uniform and you were sick, right? What could I really do for you? What could I do for you if I put on a doctor's uniform and you're sick? I can't do shit. You know why? Because I don't have the mind of a doctor. I don't have the knowledge of a doctor. I just got on the fucking uniform. I just got the look. So just because I have a certain look and you are attracted to me because of the look doesn't mean you're going to all the way engage with me, because if I don't have the fucking mindset that's going to create the situation that you're looking for, shit's not going to go down. It's that simple. It's that simple. And so this is why I'm saying that you guys got to work on your mindset. You got to work on building your confidence. And really, this is the thing. This is the thing. Because a lot of times it's hard to explain this to certain people, because I can't necessarily tell you how to feel confident to a certain extent. So what I mean is this, and this is something that I could never really teach you guys, or any other coach or whoever could never teach you this. I can't teach you the feeling. Because the feeling is something that you have to experience yourself. But I can give you clues and pointers to how to get to that feeling. And how you get to that feeling is you have to drop the bullshit. You have to drop the notion of thinking that you need money, cars, a whole bunch of bullshit to be confident. You have to drop that bullshit. As soon as you drop that bullshit, you'll start to actually see confidence. You'll start to see what the fuck it really is. Because you'll start to get to the essence of you. You understand? See, because a lot of guys, this is the thing. Truth be told, a lot of dudes are looking for validation from women. They're looking for women to make them feel confident. I think I heard somebody, I think it was one of these TFL dudes or whatever, videos, and they was talking about, oh, how am I going to be confident if no girls ever said I was cute? So he's looking for a girl to say he's cute before he's confident. Listen, if you're really confident, you don't give a fuck about what nobody says about you. Or you don't give a fuck, or you're not looking for validation from anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Because you understand what it is. You understand that you're the shit. You understand this. You know this. It's something that you understand and you know like the fucking back of your hand. But see, what tricks a lot of y'all guys, this is why some guys will never understand confidence or be confident. I'm going to get to the calls in a second. Hold on, where is the fucking thing? Hold on. I'm going to get to the calls in a second. But the reason why most people will never understand confidence is because they're looking outside for the shit. Just like dude said, how can I be confident if a woman never said I was cute? He's looking outside. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to get the calls in a minute. How can I be confident? I never did this shit before, so how am I going to be confident in doing this shit? Johnny Cross, he said, but isn't validation somewhat necessary because if a chick does not validate you, why would she deal with you? No, this is what I'm saying. Listen. Did any of you guys, right? Or let's say it like this. The reason why you're watching me right now, the reason why you're watching me and listening to the words out of my mouth right now, right? Is not because I asked you guys to come and listen to me. I didn't see if it was okay. You guys didn't tell me, hey, Mr. Locario, it's cool for you to speak and do what you do. No. I said to myself, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm putting out to the world. Now, what happened was, since I made that, decision, what happened was you gravitated to me because you had something within you that wanted to learn the game. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not seeking validation from you guys. You understand? I validated myself. I said to myself, yo, you can do this. You're the shit. Make it happen. And so since I told myself, you can do this, you're the shit, make it happen, guess what? It's happening. You understand? You guys are watching me now because I thought to myself that I could do it. That's the only reason. You understand what I'm saying? So the same thing happens when you're dealing with girls. You have to tell yourself you're the shit. And then that's when girls are going to want to fuck with you because they're like, damn, this motherfucker's the shit. But that only came from you putting it out there yourself. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. It's that simple. That's what we're talking about here. Because this is why it's hard for guys to understand this confidence shit. Because they're always looking for shit outside themselves. And this is why I say, yo, I can't explain how to feel it. You understand? You're going to feel it when you drop the bullshit. And the bullshit is thinking that the confidence comes from outside. You got to find the truth. This is why I say the truth is inside you, not outside you. It's inside you. You understand what I'm saying? It's fucking inside you. Amir, what's popping? Because just like when I wrote this book, and I talked about this before, I never wrote no books before. How the fuck did this happen? Who validated me to say that I could do this? In fact, there was a whole bunch of people that said I can't do this, right? So if it's you got to look outside for the validation, how the fuck does that happen? You understand? This is what I want you guys to understand, man. Like, see, and this is what I mean when I say the truth is inside you, because your truth is personal to you. You understand? So you got to figure out what it is that, like, you have to recognize your greatness. See, all y'all out there, all y'all are great. Y'all just don't see it. Like I said, in my other video, I was like, yo, it's like you have a dusty ass Bentley, and the Bentley don't realize how valuable it is because it got all that dust on it. It has to drop the dust, and then it will see itself. It will reveal itself to itself. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you guys got to understand. See, you're looking at yourself as like the beat up old fucking car. But you don't realize you're a Bentley because you got all that dust and shit all over you. You got to take that shit off, wash that shit off. That's the problem with a lot of dudes. This is why dudes are insecure. This is why chicks don't feel you, because you don't even feel yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're looking for the girl to give you confirmation that you're okay. You understand? You're looking for the girl to tell you you're the shit. See, you have to understand that you're the shit, period. This is why, you know, if you guys notice, this is why you don't really hear me, like, talking shit about nobody. This is why you don't see me getting upset about a whole bunch of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand who the fuck I am. I understand I'm not insecure about none of this shit. I'm confident. I just like, yo, this is what it is. You see what I mean? And so you gotta see that within yourself. You gotta see that shit within your fucking self. You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. Because, yo, dude, I got plenty of people online talking shit about me, dude. It's like, there's message boards of motherfuckers is talking about me. Like, I remember one time I wrote this fucking Facebook post, and I was all on some bullshit, because I was talking about some pickup artists. I was like, yo, y'all pickup artists is on some bullshit, because this and that, because I was reading all these message boards where these dudes just talking shit about me, right? So, I'm up there getting all in my feelings and shit. You understand what I'm saying? All up in my feelings. And I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit. Why do I need to even bother about that? You understand? For a minute, I fucking forgot who the fuck I was. You see what I'm saying? I forgot who the fuck I was. So now I had to check myself. Do you know right now, I'm not gonna say the dude's name, because I already emailed him. He knows who he is. There's a dude right now on YouTube. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to, draw too much attention to his shit. And he seems like a cool dude. Like, he seems like a genuine guy. You understand what I'm saying? But he's a huge fan of me. And I emailed him because what he did was he took some of my videos verbatim. He took some of my shit verbatim. He took some of my stuff verbatim. He put the same titles as me, right? I'm not talking about that dude in the chat room. I'm not talking about him. He took the same titles, and he said my shit verbatim. So I emailed him, and I was like, we emailed him, said, dude, you can't really be taking my shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And so he took him down. You feel what I mean? And what happened was, the reason I found out was because I had a dude, one of my subscribers, hit me up, and he said, yo, this guy was taking your stuff, and because, like, he actually took a video of mine, the whole video with my voice on it, and he put it on his shit. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that I'm not even mad at him, really. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, it is what it is. But the thing is, you got to be confident enough to do your shit and do your stuff on your own and be you and be authentic. And not, this is why you don't have to be insecure. Like, you have abilities. You have unique shit. Because that guy who took my stuff and he put it on his stuff as mine, as his own shit. He's doing a disservice to himself because he's not letting his own truth shine through. You see what I'm saying? You understand? So, this is the thing, it's like, dudes just gotta understand that you don't want to be on some insecure shit. And, it's something that you're going to have to work on, because you are in a society that's consistently trying to keep you in that mind state. Your conditioning is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to keep you on that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But, But yeah, let me get some calls if you guys want to call in. Calling number 646-481-3901. Yeah, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, it's Nesman.
What's popping? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Oh, you breaking up. Hold on 1 second. You're breaking up. Give me 1 second. All right. Hello. Keep talking.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's poppin' with you, man?
And then did your Skype crash or something?
Yeah, it crashed earlier for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's popping with it, but what's going on with you though?
Yeah, I'm good. Hang on, let me just put on my headphones.
Yeah, because your phone sound like it's like going in and out. I don't know if it's me or you or whatever. But,
I'm on my book, so.
All right. So what's going on with you though?
No, yeah. I just wanted to. I'm good. I mean, I've been trying to approach girls in the street and stuff, and following your program and stuff like that, and watching some videos. But I got this little problem because I was watching your show with Alan Roger Curry a few days ago,
right?
And he was talking about how you should be kind of direct and upfront, but the problem I'm having, I think, is that sometimes when I'm upfront and forward, like there'd be a little bit of flirting, and then I'd kind of make my intentions clear and be direct and forward, but then that would kind of scare them away and turn them off. So I was just wondering, like, is there like a fine balance to be struck, or what do I do in that situation?
Right. Well, the thing is, there's always going to be chicks who are going to be feeling your approach or whatever you're doing, and there's always going to be ones that's not, no matter what type of approach you do. You see what I'm saying? So, so the thing is, it's not necessarily where, you're approaching it this way or that way that's better or worse. It's just that you just got to figure out what you want to do and how much, energy you want to put out, and then do that, and then just accept whatever the situation is going to bring. Now, based off of the interaction, there's certain different ways you could go about certain things. You see what I mean? So in one situation, if you see that the girl is really feeling you and she's like into it, and then you just say, hey, you just be straight up with her and say, listen, this is what I want to do, and that could usually work. Sometimes a chick might be in a situation with you and it's very ambiguous. You're not really sure, like, the vibe or whatever. And so you might want to talk to her a little more to see where she's at, and then probably go direct. It all depends on how you want to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But what you got to understand is that no matter what way you come, there's always going to be chicks who are going to not either feel it, and there's going to be chicks who ain't going to feel it. So there's never like just this one way, one size fits all for like every type of situation. It's just how you specifically want to go at it, and also your sort of like, I guess, agenda to a certain extent, or the like how you want to go at it as far as like saving time, because the more direct you are, the less time you're gonna waste. That's really what it's about. You see what I'm saying? So if I talk to a girl and I'm flirting with her a little bit, and then I just say, yo, listen, you kind of cute. What you doing later on? You need to come by my crib, and we'll make something happen, right? So by saying that, now she has to say either yes or no to that, suggestion. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, it leaves no room for her to sort of like be in the middle. You understand? She has to either say, yeah, I'm trying to do this with you, or no, I'm not trying to do this with you. So it's saving me time, because if she says no, I don't got to waste no more time on her. If she says yes, then we could, keep the shit, and make it happen. You see what I mean? So it all depends on your agenda. It all depends on, if you're trying to save time or not. And it all depends on the situation with the girl and, how you want to maneuver in the situation. You see what I mean? So there's no like right or wrong answer. There's no one way. You feel what I mean? It just depends on you in the situation. You see what I mean?
Okay, but just going in straight off the bat, I mean, that's not really a good idea, is it? Like, there should be some kind of, you should try and build up some tension at least at first, right?
Well, the thing is, it's like this. If you see a girl, it's not like you're just going to see a girl in the street and walk up to her and say, hey, I want to fuck you in the ass. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're being direct, it's more so where, yeah, you can have a regular, little conversation, but the thing is that the essence of the situation is about you being direct more than, beating around the bush. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, you have guys who will go up to girls and they'll talk to them for like 20 minutes and they won't even really say anything. You understand? They never mention anything about like anything. Then you got guys, they'll talk to a girl for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then by the end of those 3 minutes, he's like, yo, so listen, you know, you're real cute. Give me a number. I want to, you know, hook up with you on Saturday night. Like, you know, you understand what I'm saying? So he's directly letting her know what it is. You see what I mean? So it all depends. So yeah, it's not like you're just blatantly saying shit at the beginning. It's more so you're getting into that mode. Also, too, what's big about it too is that, and I talked about this before. It's about guys, what you call it? It's about guys like reading women. You understand? So if you read that this woman is showing you signs that she's into you, then it's easier to be direct in that situation, because now you already know she's into you. You see what I mean? So if you say to her, hey, you know, what you doing after this? You know, you should come by my place and we could have some more fun over there or whatever. You understand? She is already into you, so that makes sense in that context. You see what I'm saying?
So when I'm out on a date or something and I say, you know, come back to my place or whatnot, but there has to be some kind of, like, some signals there, like some kissing at least before I say that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it helps. You see what I'm saying? So everything helps in the situation. So for example, let's say if I was a salesman, right? And I want to sell you knives. If I see you don't have knives, or if I see you have fucked up knives, it's going to be easier for me to introduce that to you, because now I have a way to really make it stick to where it'll make sense for you to get these knives because of that situation. You understand? If you already just bought some knives, you see what I'm saying? I could probably still sell you the knives, but it's going to be a different situation. You see what I mean? So based off of the situation, you're going to have to come at it different. So if you see the girl is like totally into you, then versus if she's sort of like on the fence, or she's not really, you know what I'm saying, like showing that much interest. So based off of her response, it gives you the step of what to do. It gives you the steps to take. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but sometimes I've had situations where the girl hasn't showed any palpable signs of interest at first, and then suddenly when I made a move, she's come alive and you know, found out that she was into me back. And
right, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You making the move is the thing that showed you the response. Her response was the interest based off of you making the move. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've made the move, so everything is a move. You see what I mean? So at first you're like, okay, she's not showing interest. Let me do this thing now. You did that thing, which is a move, and now she's showing interest. You see what I'm saying? So it's all in how you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that even if the girl isn't making showing interest at first, if you switch it up and then she does start showing interest, then you know, okay, well, this thing that I'm doing now is working to have her show interest. So let's say, for example, you were talking to a girl, she wasn't showing out much interest, and then let's say you started flirting with her a little bit more, and then she laughed, and then you grabbed her hand, and now you're like, okay, now she's showing interest by me flirting more and grabbing her hand. Now, let me try to move it on to, like, getting her out this club or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So all of the things are going to be showing you that. Now, let's say, for example, that same scenario, she wasn't showing interest, and you said something else, she still wasn't showing interest, you tried to touch her hand, she was pulling her hand away, that's showing you she's not interested. You see what I mean? And then so you just fall back and say, okay, well, this chick is not going to work out with, I'll move to the next one. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
All right, cool. I mean, like, say if I want to ask a question about, like, escalation and stuff, if I take a girl home and, you know, with all these ridiculous, like, sexual assault allegations flying around, these false sexual assault stories and stuff like that. People are saying that, you know, we should verbally ask for consent and stuff like that before you do anything, before you touch her. Like, if you're kissing her and stuff like that, you should check in or something and ask, like, is that good for you or something like that.
Right.
I've never really done that.
Well, the thing is, the checking in a lot. See, this is what I would say about that. If you are dealing with a girl where you feel like you need to check in, that's a chick you don't need to really be fucking with generally. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is, she should already be showing so much interest that there's no need for you to necessarily check in because she's coming on to you. So for example, there's times when I'm on Tinder. I'm just giving an example. There's times I'm on Tinder where I text a chick and I say, hey, what's up? Let's get together and get a drink or something, right? And then she'll respond to me and say, hey, do you want to just come over and fuck? You understand what I'm saying? That's what she'll respond to me and say, right? So,
Yeah.
so now that's already showing 100% interest, because most chicks aren't going to be that forward. So the fact that she's that forward shows she's that sexually comfortable to even say that. And then I'll say, okay, yeah, cool. Let me check my schedule. We'll see what we can do. Then when I go over to the house, I'm chilling. I'm not even touching her. I'm just chilling. I'm talking to her. She's the one coming on to me. You see what I'm saying? She's the one grabbing me up. She's the one that's initiating to a certain extent. Like in certain cases, I might flirt a little, talk a little, but she's doing most of it. So this is what I always said. She's at a 10, I'm at an 8. You see what I'm saying? So I don't need to say, hey, are you okay with this? Because she's shown me through her actions she's okay with it by coming on to me. So this is why I always tell guys, when you get to the house, be a little bit more laid back and have her come to you. Because the thing is, if you are chilling with a girl and you're asking her, hey, is it okay if I touch you? Is it okay if I touch your ass? Is it okay if I kiss you now? Is it okay if I touch your breath? That situation's not going to be a situation that is sexy. Women, see, you gotta say, women don't like when you ask them shit like this. Fuck all that other shit you heard. They don't like that shit. It's just like if you're on a date and if you ask the chick, hey, how's the date going? Are you having fun? Her pussy's dry because you're asking her that shit. You see what I'm saying? Chicks want you to be, they want it to flow. So what's happening, and this is what's fucking up a lot of guys, is a lot of y'all are listening to the media and you're seeing a whole bunch, or you're dealing with a whole bunch of chicks who are very wishy-washy. This is why I recommend only really, like when it comes to you going over a girl's house or taking her back to your house, this should be a girl who is 1,000,000,000% cooperative. She's like ready, like she wants it so bad she wants to suck your dick in the bathroom of the restaurant or wherever the fuck you guys are at. You understand? That's how bad she wants it. So you don't have to ask her because she's showing you how bad she wants it. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you feel like you need to ask, you understand what I'm saying? Then, that's the girl you don't really need to be dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But see that takes a level of discipline, because, and this is why I say, guys have to really be on top of their game where they are, they got to be on top of their game where they're talking to a number of different women, multiple women, because you got to be at a point where you can get rid of a chick and it's nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like there was one chick I met at some spot. I met her one night. This first time I met her, we talking, we chilling, we hanging out, we was making out, and I could have probably hit it that night, but it was like getting late and she had to wake up early in the morning. And I was like, all right, fuck it. But she was like, hey, let's get together tomorrow, which was the same, like later that next day. Next thing you know, she hit me up and she was like talking a whole bunch of weird shit. So I declined fucking her. Like I could have just went over and smashed. You understand what I'm saying? And she was cute too, nice body, all of that stuff. But I said, nah, I'm good. And the reason why I said I'm good was because she was super wishy-washy and flip-floppy based off of her responses when she hit me up the next day. So I didn't feel comfortable dealing with her because I was like, she might seem like the type of chick who's going to be on some bullshit. So to avoid that, I'm just not going to fuck with her. I'm just going to call it a day with her. But then there's other girls who I've dealt with who, we talked, they tried to get with me. We would go back and forth, try to find a day to hang out. We hang out. She's showing extreme interest. We kissing. She's texting me talking about, oh, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait for you to put your dick in my mouth. All of this shit. You see what I'm saying? She's going in because she actually wants it. Those are the ones I fuck with. You see what I mean? And if you do that, then you're not going to have to worry about all that extra shit all the time when chicks is talking about, oh, I felt this way and I felt that way. Usually the girls who do that, or the guys who get caught up in doing that with certain chicks, are the guys that's dealing with girls who they know the girl's wishy-washy, but they still try to fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be okay with telling this chick, I'm good, thanks for playing, I'm out, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? So you got to figure out and see the type of chicks you're dealing with before you put yourself in those positions. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, like you were mentioning it has to be like a flow and stuff like that. You know, there's no need for any asking and stuff.
Right. You understand what I'm saying?
That, you know,
now there's a difference between, let's say, if everything is flowing well, and then as you're about to do it, you see her acting sort of weird. Then it's like, okay, but you be like, hey, you good? You all right? You understand? And then you could do shit like that. But just in general, if she's already on some BS and you see that it's like kind of weird, you shouldn't even be like really going in anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if I wanted something like, if we were kissing and I wanted something that wasn't mainstream, like before sex, let's say, I don't know, some weird foreplay or something like that, then I mean that would be okay. I don't have to ask for it.
Yeah, like if y'all
if I wanted I don't know, like a flipping a blowjob or a tip wank or something like that, then you know I don't have to say anything, do I?
No, well that's the thing. If she's showing the interest and she's taking action, you don't really got to say anything. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what I'm saying. The fact of you having to say it means that most likely she's not comfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't have to. If somebody's starving, you don't have to ask them, are they hungry? Their actions are showing you they're starving. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to ask, hey, are you hungry? Can't you see I'm hungry? I'm up here trying to find food. I'm trying to eat this fucking cheeseburger in my mouth. You see that they're hungry. You see what I mean? It's the same thing with these chicks. You see that they're horny. You see that they actually want to have sex with you. You see through their actions and throughout their, and this is not even just in the bedroom. This pertains to everything. This pertains to when you first start talking to her, when y'all hanging out, y'all chilling, y'all kissing, y'all move from the kissing at the bar to wherever everything is flowing. You see what I'm saying? If in any of those situations, if in any of those instances, you see a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of hiccups and a bunch of nonsense, and it's like, okay, she's on some bullshit, so let me not fuck with this one. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, there doesn't need to be any asking if she's actually trying to do it. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. But see, you got to be smart enough to realize that when she's trying to do it and when she's not, because some dudes are so blinded by the pussy that they're not even looking at the signs and they're not looking at how this girl is acting. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know. So yeah, man.
Yeah, can I ask you one more quick question?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a bit off topic, because you know you do a lot of public speaking and stuff like that.
Right.
I just want to ask, like, when it comes to public speaking, how do I kind of, you know, stay confident and stay calm, and especially when there's maybe like an audience who's against me, and if I have like a contrary opinion to them, and I'm debating with them and stuff like that, and everybody's like arguing against you, how do you stay calm and kind of be reasoned and say what you want to say without getting flustered or whatever?
Well, the thing is, you got to understand is that everybody has their opinions. Everybody has their own sort of like thoughts about certain shit or whatever. What you have to understand is that what you're saying is valid and important to you. So respect that. Respect yourself enough to understand what you're saying is important and that it's valid, even if other people don't see it as important or valid, or even if other people don't get it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not about that. It's not about you living for their approval. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. You don't need to get their validation. You don't need their permission for you to be you. You don't need for them to like what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? It's about you understanding who you are, what you're trying to put out, and just do it. You understand? Just like I was saying earlier, I was like, you know, when we talk about insecurity and everything, you know, you got a lot of people who are scared to be themselves or scared to be who they are because they're worried about what everybody else is going to think. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. So yeah, you just gotta do your thing and sort of block out everybody else. Just ignore all of that other bullshit. You understand? Of them trying to criticize or hate or whatever. You know, people are going to say what they're going to say, but at the end of the day, you're you, and you got to stare yourself in the mirror and say, look, this is what I'm about. This is what I want to do. This is who I am, and this is what I'm bringing to the table. You see what I mean? So, you know.
All right, cool.
That's what it is, bro.
I'll do that, man. All right, man. Yeah, thanks for the advice and all that.
Definitely, man. Appreciate it, bro. All right,
I'll catch you later. Yeah, bye.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we got to get into this confident shit today, man. This is it gets me so, like, I don't know. I'm so passionate about motherfuckers just understanding, like, yo, you guys can get it in, man. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, Locario?
What up? What's popping?
This is Mike Gates from Chicago.
What's good, bro? What's happening with you?
Shit, man, just checking in. Just, you know what I'm saying? Push the little female out the door, you know what I'm saying? Tell her to have a good weekend, you know? Did what it did, and that's it.
All right, what's going on with you?
Shit, man, I'm hearing these guys, man. These guys got to believe what they say and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You guys got to really, you know, focus on them and forget about what they say. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you say. You got to believe what you say and shit.
Right. Real talk, man. I'll be telling these guys, man, like, you know, you gotta understand your value, dude. Like, that's what I tell cats, man. Like, the whole insecurity shit, a lot of it comes from your programming. You've been
right.
Look, a lot of y'all have been programmed to think that there's something wrong with you. Like, like when a chick rejects you, you think, oh, she's rejecting me because I ain't shit, or she's rejecting me because there's something wrong with me. You see what I mean?
Right.
So.
But yeah, man, I used to have low self-esteem when I was, you know, little. They used to roast me and shit, you know, talk shit about me and all this bullshit. It took me a while to reverse my psychology. You know, I got this red and black book, you know, narrated by Mr. Gates, you know. One of the chapters is like, you know, you gotta believe it, you know, and then repeat it, you know, constantly over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's an outstanding book. The author is Mr. Locario. You know?
You funny. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, but I got the book. But yeah, man, it took a while to get this shit together. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a process, but the guy got to do it, man. I've been there. You know, it took me a good while, but every day I make it a mission to listen to positive things and just, you know, over and over. It's like marinating chicken, you know what I'm saying?
Right, nah, real shit. And this is the thing. Let me tell you guys something. See, there was a time, let me tell you about me. There was a time where I was insecure about money. Meaning, but this is the thing though. This is what I want you to understand. I was feeling insecure because I felt like I needed to have money, or a lot of money, not necessarily for like actual technical things like, you know, food and clothes and shelter and payment, whatever. Not even for that. It was more so like I felt like I needed the money in order to sort of feel like a man. So it was like my ego. You understand? Like it was an ego thing. So I felt insecure because I'm trying to feed the ego. And this is what a lot of the insecurities come from, is that a lot of y'all are just trying to feed the ego. So the thing is, once you're, because like, so then it went from me feeling like I need to have a bunch of money so I can feel like the man and all that other shit. It just went to, let me get the money so that I could do the things that I need to do with the money. It's not about anything else but that. So the thing is, a lot of times when you're trying to feed your ego, what happens is this is where the insecurity comes in, because you're forever trying to be this thing or be this way or look this way. And then so you're constantly always like anxious. You always have this anxiety. You always have this fear that you're not living up to the idea that you have created of yourself. You see what I'm saying?
It's almost like, you know, like when Scarface said, he's like, oh, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the woman. And that's a fucked up way of thinking, man. A lot of guys think it like that.
Right.
But it's real shit, though, because you gotta, it really starts within you, because I ain't gonna lie, I had the money, okay, but, and I had the, you know what I'm saying, the social status, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had the car, but at the end of the day, these females were still getting me.
Right,
and
right.
Had the game internally.
Right, right. And that's the part that guys don't understand. It's like, yo, if you, it's like this. If I give you $100,000, right, and you lose that $100,000, you're fucked because you can never get back that $100,000 because you didn't have the know-how, the skill, that internal thing that made you to create the 100,000. I just gave the shit to you. That's just some external shit that happened. So, but if you knew how to make 100,000 and you made it on your own, or just through your own mind or whatever, or through your own passion and your belief, if you lose that $100,000, you still have the know-how to make it back. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what we're talking about here, is that if a lot of people, what they're doing is they'll have money, they'll have the cars or whatever, but they have nothing inside them that makes them feel like they can actually make shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So this is why they're not making shit happen. Yeah, yeah. And then if they fucking lose the shit, then they're like, oh, they're just shit out of luck. You understand what I'm saying? So,
and these bitches out here are smart as fuck. These bitches, they fucking know how to scheme and plot. Because I was reading Tariq's Nasheed book. He's like, yeah, their mom teaches them, like, yeah, that motherfucker right there, leech off her as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do and grab them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Okay, so check this out. I had a sister, because I don't really got a blood sister, but I elected the female. Like, you're going to be my sister. Right. So you're going to be the eye candy when you go with me. And she told me some shit that it made so much sense. She's like, you know what? The thirstiest motherfucker is the one that I could fucking pick the most, that I could get the most out of. And I was just walking around with her at the Puerto Rican parade. She had all these old motherfuckers buying her drinks, all kinds of shit. Shit. She turned around and had them buy me drinks. So I'm like,
yeah. I've been in those situations. I've seen that shit happen all day. That's the funniest shit. Man. That'd be the funniest shit.
That's because they don't got the game, and I got a couple times. I got a couple bitches leeching off me, because them bitches, they know it goes by survival tactics. They got to get the man with the most, funds or status, for them to come up. But once you get the game, you already know how to dodge this shit. Like, yeah, I already see this shit coming. I'm gonna fuck around and dodge that shit, and I might have to fucking sell you a dream before you sell it to me, because I mean, it depends on the woman, but most females, I'm from like the ghetto, so like, these females are out here trying to come up, you know what I mean? So a lot of guys got to be up on that shit, where these, they got 5-10 motherfuckers at them. They're trying to get the weakest mind to do, where they could fucking come up on anything, shoes, clothes, whatever it is.
Right.
But shit, if you know the game before, then shit, you already know how to prevent that shit.
Right, and that's real talk, because, what people don't understand is that if they see, like, if a chick sees that you got money but you ain't got no game, and she has game, it's a wrap for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You're done. You're done. And also too, when a person sees that you're insecure, that's how they could get over on you. Because see, when you insecure, it's almost like they can see that you feel like you have a void that you need filled. So if I know that void you need filled, I can take advantage of you and say, oh, I'm gonna do this for you. We're gonna make this happen, that happen, so that you feel good. And now I can control you because you're insecure. You're easier to control when you're insecure. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Plus, if you're desperate for some pussy, shit, all she got to do is just let you smell the shit. You're right there like a dummy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of females are like that. They'll be leeching you on, sending you pictures. Oh, you're going to get this today, and, have you like a dummy. These females are smart as fuck. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
they know what the fuck they're doing. They've been deceiving from fucking days one and shit. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers got to get the shit together, listen to programs every day, tell themselves, you know what I'm saying? Just marinate themselves with knowledge. Listen to Locario, listen to positive motivational speeches. I listen to it every day. I got you, Locario.
That's what's up, man.
I learned one thing from Les Brown. He's like, turn off the TV because it's too negative. Listen to positive things. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you say about yourself. Watch what you say about yourself. Why? In the beginning was the word. So you got to really watch what you say yourself. So it comes to a book like yours, where you actually say things out loud, you start believing this shit.
Right.
Then you don't even second guess yourself. Yeah, I could get that female. Of course I could get that female. Oh, okay, rejection comes, but at least you already overcame that hump where you think, oh, is she gonna like me or not? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go for it. And if it don't happen, then fuck it. It's her loss. On to the next.
Exactly. Real shit. And that's the mind state that you gotta have. See, this is the problem. This is the fucking problem. See, dudes, they'll say, I want this girl. I want a girl. I want to get girls, right? So instead of going out there to get girls, what they'll do is they'll try to get that one girl. When it don't work out, they'll use the information from the outside of themselves to dictate their moves or to dictate how, they feel. You understand what I'm saying? So, So instead of saying, okay, well, this shit ain't go, the way I wanted to with this chick, let me just move on to the next so that I'll get women. They'll say, oh, well, see, no women like me. I suck. I'm a loser. That's why, all that other shit goes down because they're not looking at it from the positive vantage point. They're not looking at it from, let me get progress. And they're looking at it from, oh, everything's fucked up because I tried these things and it didn't work out for me. See, what they don't understand is the guy who has success with women is really just the guy who didn't let rejection stop him. Is really the guy who didn't let his insecurities get the best of him. You understand what I'm saying? It's the guy who kept pushing despite all of the dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
That's why this shit is called a game, because there's ups and downs, free throws and fouls. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, Bishop Jake said some shit one time. He's like, men love getting points because they love scoring. That's why when they come up on a female, they call it scoring, because we're good at getting numbers, making big deals. Oh, I just, fucking sealed the deal for $100 billion. They go on point status, scores. That's why, we go on points and shit. But to us, it's more like strategy. Fuck it. I knocked out 50 females in a year, whatever. So next year, we got to get better. It's all about strategy. That's why they got to understand it is all in the mind. It's all a game. Rejection comes with it.
Real shit. And the thing is, you gotta master yourself. That's what I hope guys understand this. Because even this is shit that I have to fucking work on all the time. Because, like, I remember, like, it's, like, if y'all remember, I know y'all probably remember this. Do y'all remember when I did my show and I had my old roommate in here and he was up here wilding out and shit? And some of y'all remember that shit. And so, you see, if you go back to that episode and watch that shit, if you see how calm I was, you understand?
Right.
That takes practice to be that calm. You understand what I'm saying? It takes practice to maintain your confidence. It takes practice to keep going and to do shit even in the face of adversity. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta constantly work on your shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because what happens is that while you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be surrounded every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with bullshit. People are going to be throwing bullshit at you. You're going to be dealing with bullshit chicks. You're going to be dealing with other motherfuckers that's on bullshit. That's going to be happening all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to be able to master yourself, master your emotions, master how you interact with shit. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, when it comes to you, and this is what we talk about with the insecurity thing, the reason why a motherfucker is so insecure and he stays super insecure is because he still has not yet mastered himself. Because once you master yourself, you start to realize and recognize that there's nothing to be insecure about. Your insecurity comes because you haven't mastered who you are. You understand? You haven't been working on yourself. You haven't been constantly maintaining your composure. You haven't constantly been maintaining your mind frame. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's like when you know that you can make something happen, or that you can do something, or that things can go down, and that you can accomplish something, or that this can happen and that can happen, you're not really worried too much because you have this knowledge that it can go down. It's like this. Most of you don't worry about eating food. Why? Because most of y'all probably have jobs where you can afford to eat, to buy food and cook it, eat it, whatever the fuck you want to do. Most of you guys probably, right? So you don't worry about that. The worry would be if you had no food, you had no money to get food, you had no way to get food, then the food probably becomes a worry to you, right? You start to feel a certain way about it. You start to feel insecure about that, right? Because of not knowing what's going to go down. So the more that you know, the more that you understand, the less the insecurity is going to be there. You understand? So a lot of the insecurity is from you not knowing what's going on or what it is or what you're about or what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what motivates me when I see a badass female? Okay, she rejects me, but I think about all the times I had another badass female. So in my mind, it's like I could get them. I know I got them in the past. I didn't got go through the nose. I got to keep going through the nose to get that. It's a numbers game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game. And, I recommend motherfuckers to take them cold showers, man. Them cold showers, that shit will knock you out of your comfort zone. Once you fucking master that shit, man, you go up to any female, man. Cold showers, chiropractic adjustments, you know what I'm saying? Release all that tension, because I hear a couple of the guys, they have problems with their speeches. Like the dude that called before me, he kind of stutters a little bit. And I heard another guy, I had that problem too because I had so much tension. But with some chiropractic adjustments, that shit fucking releases all the tension. You just be able to flow, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, guys, I'm glad that, we could all share this knowledge and, speak on experiences and shit. I learned from you, from all kind of people, man. I listen to Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Bishop Jakes, a little bit here, a little bit there. You got to make whatever is best for the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Real shit, man. Real shit.
It ain't one recipe for for everything. You got to, it depends, it might be the smallest thing that'll work on this person, but that one female, that shit, it won't work for all the females, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Real talk, man. Real talk. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Nah, real shit, man. You know what it is, bro. But man, always appreciate you calling in, my dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you in a minute, all right?
All right, cool, man. Peace, man. Stay warm.
All right, peace. Later.
Yep.
All right, Mulatto, thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, man. Well, let me see who this is. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what it do, Locario?
What up? What's poppin'?
What up, man? Huh?
What's going on with you, bro?
All right, it's Ronnie.
All right, what's poppin' with you, man?
Hey, I got a question to ask you, but before I ask the question, I want to get something that I want to get out. Like, I want to get out. Like, what people don't realize is that you get a video saying about paying for pussy, and tricking. But people don't realize that them dudes out there that trick, they're the ones that's insecure anyways. Because I feel like if you got to pay for sex, that means you're going to have to do enough game to go out there and holler at these girls in order to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, real shit. I've been talking about that shit because, and what the thing is this, again, I don't care what anybody does with, their situation. If you want to pay for pussy, that's on you. But there's only, I think, a few exceptions that I would agree paying for pussy is, let's say if you were cheating on your wife or some shit, and you just wanted to pay some hoes, so you just pay her and then that's it, and then you keep it moving. Or if you're the type of guy, and this is a rare case, where you're the type of guy whose schedule is extremely hectic, meaning that you one of these motherfuckers that maybe own a business, you work like 18, 19 hours a day, so you don't really have enough time to really go out and talk to chicks. I could understand to some extent. But other than that, nah. Like if you just the average dude that's just out here chilling or whatever, but you ain't really trying to, put in no effort, and again, like you said, a lot of it has to do with the insecurity, because it's almost like this. You should be confident enough to know that you can get as much sex as you want without having to pay for the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
I don't understand why cats be, keep thinking that they got it, because what they think is they're like, oh, but it's easier, and but again, paid sex is not the same as sex you're not paying for. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's two different things. It's two fucking different things. So, you know, you gotta understand that shit. You feel me? But yeah, man.
Yeah, hey, let me ask you a question. You know, because I posted a video on your Facebook page, right? About Marnie the Weed Girl, and I want your thoughts on what I just what video I saw, because see, today I went out and tried it, and it went so for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because my question, part of my question is, you know, the old saying about fake it to make it, right? So my question is, when you approach a woman and you start a conversation that way, you can it could be real or made up. I want your thoughts on that.
Well, see, the thing is, with the whole fake it till you make it thought process, you know, I remember I think it was Eric Thomas who said this. If you guys know that Eric E.T., the hip hop preacher dude or whatever, he said, instead of faking it till you make it, and I'm trying to quote exactly what he said, but I think he said something to the effect of, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said, instead of faking it till you make it, he said, feel it until it becomes real. Just in what you're doing. So it's not necessarily we got to fake what you're saying and what you're doing, right? It's more so whenever you're talking to a girl, or you're having a conversation with her or whatever, you know, just use what's going on in the situation to keep that conversation going. So you don't necessarily even need to lie. You don't need to like pretend it's some other thing, but just be authentic within what's going on in the situation, so that the conversation will run smoothly. And on top of that, she gets a real feel of the type of dude you are. Because this is the thing. Nothing feels worse than lying to a chick or pretending to be something you're not and then not get the girl. Because then you're like, damn, if I'd have just been real, would I have gotten her? You see what I mean? And then even if you do get her by being fake, you got to keep the fake shit up. You see what I mean?
Right. Because what I meant to say was, like, say you use something, like if you observe and you do something in the surroundings, and you comment on that.
Right.
And you express your opinion on that. See, I think I know what you're saying, that if you do that, and you just real anyway, that's your thoughts on the whole thing.
Right. Exactly. And then what it is that when you're being real, it's easier for you to come up with shit to say. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the thing is that if you're having a conversation, but you start off feeling like you gotta, you know, say something extra cute or clever or whatever it is, and ain't nothing wrong with saying something cool and clever, but it's more so the more that you are being like real with your shit, the easier it's gonna be to come across to the chick when you're actually having that conversation. Because now what's happening is that you're coming off the cuff of who you're about. You're not, there's no filter, or there's no middleman in the situation. So it's not coming from you thinking of like, oh, I gotta say something, and then you think, what should I say? And then you think, should I say this or should I say it? And then you go through all that bullshit in your head, and you're not in the moment. So it's more so be in the moment and be real with the situation, but also understand like sort of the basics of what you're doing, and then be able to have that conversation with the chick. You understand? So then it comes off more interesting. So let's say in a situation you see a girl, and let's say you're at an art gallery, and you see a girl looking at some painting, and you think the painting, you know, looks weird or whatever, and you walk up to her and you say, you know, what do you think about this painting? I think it looks kind of weird. You know, you understand? And then you can have a conversation about that. And she's like, oh, you know, I don't know, I think it seems kind of cool or whatever. And you're like, oh, so what do you think is cool about it? And then blah, blah, blah. And she might actually, what do you think is weird about this? You know what I mean? So now you're not even thinking. You're just talking. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now you're not up in your head. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what I meant. That's what I was trying to ask you. That's what I meant.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You could say anything in the situation, whether it sounds silly or not.
Right.
That's how you feel, and that's what you think about it, and that's just coming from the real place, even if it sounds silly.
Right. Nah, real shit. Real shit.
Huh?
Nah, I feel that. Nah, I agree. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. But yeah, that's definitely how you want to definitely come at it, bro. But yo, listen, I gotta take a few more calls. Some people calling in like crazy and shit. But yo, I'm gonna holler at you later. All right.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the advice, man.
All right, peace. Later.
All right, peace.
Definitely got fucking some shit in my eye. Shit is killing me. God damn. All right. Shit is crazy. Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Miss Locario, bro? This is Blue Man, my dude.
What up? What's going on with you, man?
Listen, bro, I wanted you to drop some game for the very attractive dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes I believe you made a video this week or last week about how girls are intimidated by attractive guys or some shit like that.
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes, if a chick, because, you have chicks who, if they see you as too pretty or too handsome in their eyes or whatever, they're going to think that, other girls are going to want you. They're going to think there's too much competition and all that other shit. And also, they'll just be intimidated. So, for example, if you are a guy and you have a fit body, and the girl that you're dealing with, if she doesn't feel her body is as fit as yours, that could sort of be a thing that's going to make it a little harder for you, because now her insecurity is going to be showing, and that's going to make it a little bit harder for you to make shit happen. But on the flip side, you're going to have a lot of girls who are going to be attracted to you because of how you are physically, and then you could take advantage of that by making sure you follow that up with some game. So my thing would be for good-looking dudes is you gotta just play shit cool, because if you're a good-looking dude but you're acting needy and weird and clingy, that's going to dramatically make you look. It's gonna make you look worse. You feel what I'm saying? And so all it is, what you got to do is focus on the chicks that are checking you out, and then try to holler at those girls. You feel what I'm saying? You can still holler at girls that aren't checking you out, but if you have the advantage of a chick checking you out, definitely use that and to your advantage and really lay down some shit. Now, if you run into the girls who are intimidated or whatever it is, a lot of times there's really nothing you can do about that, because since she's so intimidated, she has to get over that in order for anything to go down. You see what I mean? So,
yeah, I got you.
Right. So it's nothing really that you can really do in most cases to sort of turn that around if she's extremely insecure. You see what I mean? Because I did a video about this years ago where I was saying that when you deal with a girl, and I think I did another video about this before, when I was saying you deal with a girl, you're not really making her want you. You see what I'm saying? What you're doing is you're inspiring her by the situations that you're presenting her ideas, or you're presenting situations for her to be inspired to fuck with you. You see what I mean? So if a chick isn't inspired to fuck with you because she's insecure, there's really nothing you can do about that, because that's just her insecurity. Her insecurity is so strong that it's going to stop her from fucking with you. So those girls, you just going to have to charge to the game. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, it is what it is, man.
I got one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I'm trying to figure out what's the signs behind a chick liking you more when she see you going to talk to other females after you done talk to her.
Well, basically, it's a competition thing. So, certain chicks, what it is that they like that, to see that other women want you. That makes you seem more valuable to them. You understand? It's like if you have a sneaker and then you have Michael Jordan endorsing the sneaker, it's like, oh shit, Michael Jordan's fucking with it, I'm gonna fuck with it. It's the same thing that chicks do. It's like the other chick is co-signing you. This is why women will like dudes who are married, because it's proof that he's interesting to a woman or to women. You see what I mean? So that's the thing. Women, they're followers. They're following what other people are saying. So it's not just them thinking it. They want other people to think it too. So when other people are co-signing it, then it gives them the idea like, oh, this is okay now. You see what I mean? And that's what it is. So when she sees you talking to other girls or other girls talk to you, that's what makes her gravitate to you, because that's the thing that it's like, oh, this is validation from everybody else now, that if I was to deal with this guy, then it'll be cool. You see what I'm saying? Because women care about the crowd. Women are more about, and this is what I want, you know, guys to understand. Women are more about the group. So this is why you'll see women go to the bathroom together. You understand? This is why you'll be in a club and the chicks be walking together, holding hands and shit, and being all goofy and shit. This is why when you see a group of girls talking and you talking to them with your boys, and when they trying to make a decision, they gotta all look at each other before they make the fucking decision. That's how women are. They're all about the group dynamics. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what it goes down to. You know what I mean?
I got you. So it wouldn't even matter if you get like, you know, rejected or whatever. It ain't like, you know, no hard shit. But let's say for the sake of conversation, like, you know, I was in the club.
Mm-hmm.
I was with a group of guys. There was some chick. She seemed like she was into me, but once I got to the club and started hollering at other chicks, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to see what it did. Seem like she was more intimate afterward, even though I didn't, you know what I'm saying, really get up on any chick. I mean, I was on them, like, you know, like who was like close body to body, but you know, I ain't fucked none of the chicks that night that was in the club. But the girl who was with us, even though I didn't really talk to her like that at all, you know what I'm saying, she seemed more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like afterward.
Yeah, that happens all the time, bro. All the time. I'm telling you, I'll be at spots. I see that shit all day. Like, there be chicks where, because I go to a lot of different spots. I go to, like, the same spots multiple times, and I see sort of the same chicks there and there sometimes. So there's one chick I talked to, got her number or whatever. You know, we text, you know, back and forth a little, but we never met up because she was on some, I got to do this, do that. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So then I seen her at the spot. I just go up in there. I said, hey, what's up, whatever, and gave her a hug real quick. We talking for a second. But then I start talking to this other girl, and she's staring at me the whole time while I'm talking to the chick. You feel what I'm saying? And then once I'm finished talking to the chick, she want to be all up in my face. You know, so that happens all the time. That's just how they are. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know.
So it wouldn't even matter if the other girl didn't hit you back or nothing. It still be the same result.
Right. It's the same shit. Same shit. They just you know, they just like to, you know, they like to it's that competition thing, and also it's that cosign thing. You see what I mean? So that's how they do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
man.
right. That's all I had to say, my dude. Thank you, bro.
All right, bro. I'm out at you, man.
All right.
All right. Peace. All right. What's popping in the chat room, people? What is popping in the chat room? Man. I'm about to drop another interview later today with my dude Steve Daygame, and he's going to teach you guys how to get chicks overseas. You feel me? Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Locario? It's J. Raw, man.
What up? What's popping with you?
I'm chilling, bro. So, like, yesterday, I met a couple chicks. I met some joint, she was down from the rip. But there's this one joint, she's kind of playing. And I don't know, like, how to like, take it. So, like, basically, I saw her in the mall, talked to her, got her number. She was interested in shit but then I was, like, just to, like, see where she was at. Like, she asked me what I was trying to do in the text, and I was like, there's something to eat.
Oh, you're breaking up. Hold on. You're breaking up. You said she asked you what you want to do, and then what happened?
And then I was like, get something to eat and Netflix. So basically, like, Netflix and chill.
Right.
And then she was like, she took, like, a whole day to reply, and then she was like, not interested. So how should I, like, approach that?
Well, you charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Charge it
like,
to the game.
Yeah. Because if she says she's not interested, right? This is what I'll tell you guys, right? A chick, if she's trying to really make something happen with you, right? And she's feeling you, she's gonna make it easy. You understand what I'm saying? She's gonna make that shit easy. So the easier it is, the more she likes you. The more difficult it is, the least she likes you. So if she says she's not interested, you understand? Ain't nothing else to do but charge the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the thing is, you presented her what you trying to do, and she's not. And the thing is, you actually saved yourself some time and probably some money, because now it's better you said that than you said, oh hey, let's go out to dinner or do some other shit, and then she would have did all that shit, wasted your time, wasted your money, fucking
not even trying to fuss.
Exactly. So yeah, you ain't got it. That's done. Not interested. Okay, cool. We good. You understand?
Right.
So yeah, you ain't gotta even think about that shit. Like she's done. You feel what I mean?
So should I be telling, like, when I go up to them, like, normally I'll be like, because it's like during the daytime, right? So should I be telling them, like, from the rip, I'm just trying to hook up, like, I'm not really trying to look for a relationship, or like just like since it's during the day, like I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm just trying to, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, well, it all depends on the you know the context of the situation. Like, if you're able, let's say you talking to some chick in a coffee shop or whatever, and y'all talking, and you have time to talk, then yeah, you could let her know, be like, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm digging you, and I think we just need to get together and hook up. You know, I ain't really got time to be dating. I'm not really trying to do that, but I'm feeling you. So what's good? You know, take my number down, whatever. And then so. Now, if she does take your number, and if you do get her number and all the other stuff, she's doing that on the basis of understanding that this is what it is. So if she does get back to you, then you don't really got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, her being on some bullshit, because she's getting back to you with that knowledge, right? And then, but if she rejects you there, then that's also good, because now you ain't got to worry about it, because you already let her know what it is, and she's like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. Okay, cool, I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? And so, but also too, let's say if you're in a situation where you was just walking, like, let's say you was walking out the mall or something, or walking in the mall and some girl's walking out, and you just stopped her real quick, and you was like, hey, let me talk to you for a second, blah, blah, blah. You only talk to her real quick, and you get information. You might not have enough time to really express all of that, but when you get her information, then you can hit her up and say that. You see what I mean? So it all depends on the, you know, the context of the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
So basically, you're just trying to push it. I know, like, a lot of people, like, they, like, fear rejection, but that, like, actually helps you. Like, because, like, you just testing out, like, where she's at. That's, like, even, like, you pushing, like, some people I know, they, like, scared to, like, push forward the interaction. And they, like, withholding, but you wasting time that way.
Right, exactly. Because the thing is, like you said, they're scared of the girl saying no, so they're sort of trying to tiptoe around shit. And the thing is, you don't necessarily, because see, this is the thing. Guys think that they think that they have to go down this path of building a whole bunch of rapport with the chick and talking to her on the phone for a while and getting to know her like crazy and all this other shit. And they'll do all of that stuff, and then they end up noticing that the chick still flakes, or the chick still stops calling them. So they did all that shit for nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but then there's times where they'll build a rapport, they'll do all this other shit, and the chick will still come through. But most likely, that chick would have still came through if you ain't even do all of that shit. If you'd have just told her to come through. You see what I mean? So, it's not necessary for you to have to do all that extra stuff. So yeah, just let them know what it is, and it's good because then you get your answer quicker. You get the situation going quickly, so that you don't have to even think about them anymore. You see what I'm saying? And then you just keep that shit pushing. So, yeah.
Right. I got one more thing, basically. So, like, normally, like, I just be approaching a lot of chicks. So, since I'm, like, bringing it up like that, then they shouldn't care that I talk to other drones, because they already know what type of time I'm on.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't care about what they care about anyway. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even worry about what they think about. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, even if, unless they asking you, because some chicks, like, let's say you messing with a girl, and she's like, oh, are you dealing with other chicks? You ain't even got to answer all of that, right? But the only thing I say is don't lie though. Don't say nah, I'm not. You could tell that chick, look, mind your fucking business. You feel what I'm saying? Or you could tell her, yeah, I'm fucking with other girls, but just don't lie. That's all I'm saying. You see what I mean? Because you don't want to go down that road of doing that shit. You see what I mean?
Right.
So, you know.
So big, just keep it real.
Exactly. That's it.
I'm about to apply it tonight, and next time I call you, I'm gonna tell you how it goes.
Yeah. Keep me posted, man. Keep me posted. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Good looks, bro. Like, I'm learning
bro.
every day. I'm really, like, taking what you're saying, like, just learning from different people, and then just, like, applying it.
That's what's up. That is what is up, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, bro. Like, I appreciate it.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Peace.
Yeah, man. You gotta just tell these chicks. Tell them what it is. Don't be afraid to tell them what the fuck it is, man. Because the worst thing I hate is just wasting time with these girls, man. Oh, I hate wasting time with these shit. Like, Oh, that shit, man. I be wanting chicks to reject me fast. Like, don't fucking bullshit me. I ain't got time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't got, like, no, man. Because the thing is, most guys have not experienced a woman wanting to have sex with them quick. So they don't think it's true. They can't relate to that. So when you tell them, look, tell her you want to hook up, they're like, I can't say that to a girl. I can't tell her I just want to have sex. That's insane. She's not going to go for that. I got to take her on 3 dates first. I got to get to know her and blah, blah, blah. Because the reason why they think that is because most of those girls are running game on them, saying, oh, I got to get to know you. I'm not sure. But she done fucked and sucked so-and-so from down the block as soon as she met the nigga. Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Locario? How you living?
I'm chilling. What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, this is Jordan. I'm from South Jersey. I got a question about a joint I was talking to. Like, we went to the same high school. And we have been talking for a minute, but I never really hit that. And I'm just wondering, like why? Like, I showed her so much. I think it's because I was like showing her too much attention or whatever. But then I just left her alone for a long time, and I just want to know if you think I could get back with that. Cause I still got her number and everything.
And when's the last time you spoke to her?
Probably like 7 months ago.
Yeah, just hit her up. I mean, what was the situation between you and her the last time y'all spoke? Was y'all like messing around? Like y'all was dating? Like what was the situation?
I ain't gonna flex. She was basically friend zoning me, bitch.
Oh damn, bro.
But I was trying to get on that, and then I just got I basically got mad, got tired of that.
Right.
So like, should I just leave her alone or?
Nah, you can still hit it up, but now you gotta be on a whole different different type of fucking like wavelength with this chick, man. Like you gotta start over. You gotta be, you gotta be on some different shit if you deal with her, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna if you hit her up and she responds to you, and let's say you say, hey, let's get together, get a drink and hang out and catch up or whatever, right? She's gonna be coming at you with the thought process of that friend zone shit. So when you deal with her, you gotta deal with her and let her know it ain't gonna be no more friend zone shit. You see what I'm saying? So if you call her and you say, hey, let's go get a drink and chill, when you chilling with her to get that drink, you're gonna have to turn up the fucking energy, B. You're gonna have to start flirting heavy, building that sexual tension, and then see if she's reacting to that. You understand what I'm saying? Because since it's been a while since y'all been, she's seen you, you could flip it around if you want. Yeah. Right. You got to change your whole shit up. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't step to her on some friend zone shit. You feel what I mean? And if the thing is, if she's trying to, keep it that way, you usually have to charge that to the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm not trying to do that though.
Right, but you gotta have to charge it, because if she sees you as that friend zone dude, it's done. Because this is the problem with that, and this is why I tell guys from the beginning. So let's say if it don't work out with this girl, for the next girls you're dealing with, you gotta always, right? Always start as a dude that's
I'm trying to hit.
Yes. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta do that.
Yeah, I learned that, but it's like now I really just want to hit her because it's like I lost. Like it's kind of like a game. Like how I lose to her. Like it's kind of like why she say no, everybody else say yes. You know what I'm saying?
So what? So wait. So you just trying to do it to feed your ego?
I guess I don't think that's what it is, but
that's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool, but just understand that that's what you're doing. You feel what I mean? And so the thing is though, is that, if you're trying to do it for that, then it's probably going to be a little bit harder, because now you're just doing it for that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can still try to make it happen, but the thing again is it's gonna be a little bit hard since she sees you as the friend zone guy. So you could definitely flip it around, but you're gonna have to go in heavy. You feel what I'm saying?
Alright.
So but yeah, you can still make it happen. You just gotta go in. You just gotta go in, and then what I'm saying is that if she still sees you as the friend zone guy, it's a wrap, because it's over. Because now she's, you know, she's not gonna turn her mind around, because if she still sees you as that dude, even after
all that time,
yeah, even after you try to switch it up, it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
I got one more question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, it was just another girl. Like, basically, I met her.
Mm-hmm.
She had a boyfriend, but I just kept trying. Like, I was still on that with her. So I basically almost popped her, but then something went wrong. Like, basically, I did some nut shit. Like, she was trying. I could tell she was trying to get it, but I was trying not to. Like, I don't know. Like, I was trying to make her ask for it. Like, I really wanted to make her ask for it. She was bad too, but it's just the thing that I wanted her to really want it. I don't know why. And then now I'm trying to get it, but I can't. Should I just charge her to the game too?
Well, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you keep trying to do it in a way that's just ego driven. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying, that's making it a little bit harder for you. Because this is the thing, you could do all of that, but what it's going to do is you're going to be extending way more energy to try to do that. And it's going to be harder because it's not really authentic. It's just kind of like you just trying to do some tit for tat type of shit. You see what I mean? So it's not really it's not really like, it's like this. Like, let's say like it's not going to resonate as strong. You understand? Because you don't really believe what you're doing, as far as you don't really feel it. It's just sort of like you're doing it just for spite. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like this. It's like, let's say if I write a book, right, and I'm passionate about the book I write, and I'm marketing it, and I'm trying to get it sold, and I'm like, yo, this is the shit. I spent years trying to do this, and if somebody else is like, oh, well, I see him writing a book, I want to write a book too, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to make a product, or I'm trying to be like him or whatever. They're just going to try to come up with something real fast. You understand?
I see exactly what you're saying.
And it's not going to be as good, or it's not going to be as authentic, because they're just trying to do it just because. You feel what I'm saying? So when a person gets their book and read it, they're not going to feel the same way, they're not going to feel that same energy, that same substance, because they're just doing it just to do it. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of what it sounds like you're doing, it sounds like you're just doing shit just to do it, which is cool. You understand what I'm saying? It's cool if you want to do that. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just trying to explain to you why it's going to be a little bit more difficult, because you're doing it in a way that's not righteous. You're doing it in a way that's not like real to you. It's not really authentic. It's just for the ego, and just to feed your ego. That's not really like it's not really coming from like a honest place within you. You're just kind of just doing it just because. Right. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, you know. But again, you can still do it, but just understand that. All right. All right, man.
All right, man.
Definitely, man.
Thank you.
All right. Peace out. Yeah, man. See, you know, I be trying to tell cats that, you know, you know, I'm gonna have to get deep, super deep on some of these next joints, because certain cats just they don't understand. They don't understand. Yo, what's going on?
What's good, Locario?
What up? What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Wesley from Brooklyn, New York.
All right, what's going on with you, man?
Chilling. I just had a couple questions. First off, one of your boy that you did the interview with, I forgot his name. He mentioned something about how his way of doing it when he gets a girl's number is by calling them. What do you think about that?
Getting numbers by doing what?
Like, once he gets the number, he calls. Mm-hmm. Like, he calls them and try to set something up. Like, well, what do you think about that?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, you saying like calling her and to setting up a date instead of like texting her or something like that? Right.
Like to get a feel for how she really is in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that if you want. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just anything you're doing when you first get a chick's information. You just want to make sure that, you know, you want to make sure that you're moving in the direction of actually going on a date with her and getting something going. You understand? That's really all it is. So whether you text or you call her, you're just contacting her to make sure that you are actually setting up a date or setting up a situation. You see what I mean? But the thing is that you really want to, the main thing really is setting up the situation so you guys can actually be in person, be together face to face, because a lot of it too is that you can sort of get a vibe from a person on the phone, from a chick on the phone, but you still need to be in front of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
To really get the vibe. You understand?
Gotcha.
Right.
And another question is, now I notice that like guys that come towards a female in a sexual way, for example, get rejected quick. But whereas if you're just a guy that, let's say you're talking to a girl and you show no intentions of fucking her, she's quick to give up the panties. Like, I know that there's some psychology thing behind it. I mean, why is that though?
You said that if you show no intentions of wanting to fuck her, she's gonna give you the panties?
Yeah.
She's not gonna give you the panties if you show no intentions of wanting to fuck her.
Not because
give me an example, because I'm trying to follow what you're saying.
Right, because some guys, like, let's say you go to a girl's house, right, and you're just chilling, you ain't showing no intentions of trying to mess with her and stuff like that. She's gonna come on to you more stronger than.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like if you just meet a girl at a bar and you're just talking regular to her and showing no intentions that she's gonna fuck you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Nah. Then you're gonna get dubbed.
Right. No. I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, the thing is, you being at her house is already the intention of wanting to smash, but also what you're doing is that you're still being laid back to get her to come at you in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you know, she's still in that mode where she's trying to chase and shit. You see what I mean?
Right.
And so that's what makes her like gravitate to you, because now she's like, oh, I have him here, but he's being all chill, but I want some dick. So let me, make this happen. You see what I mean?
Right.
So,
right. I got you. And my last question is, we're both in Brooklyn, so how do you find girls that cooperative? Because I know girls in Brooklyn are on some next level shit. Like, they be on some stink attitude, and because when I hear you talk about these girls, I'm like, these girls in Brooklyn are on some totally different shit.
Well,
so I'm trying to figure out where you find these girls at. Cause I'm like,
well, the thing is, what makes it easier for me generally is I have a broad scope of the type of women I'll deal with, because what type of chicks do you like to deal with? You understand? Is it broad or is it narrow? Is it like, you see what I mean? Like what's like, cause to me, I'll fuck with white, black, Asian, every race. It don't matter what the race is. I'll fuck with a chick who,
me too.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with a chick who's skinny. I don't really fuck with too many fat girls anymore. I used to fuck with some fat girls here and there, but my main joint is like a thick joint. Like, I love a thick woman. You feel what I'm saying? Like who has like a Kim Kardashian body. So, but my shit is like, is a wide range. So, since I have a wide range, it's easier for me to go to different spots, meet different chicks. So, do you go to spots in Manhattan?
Now I'm gonna start to, but like with this weather, I don't usually travel in this weather.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to go to different spots in the city, because different spots in the city, if you go to like Lower East Side, go to Meatpacking District, if you go to, let's say like even Harlem, to have some shit popping off. If you go to Astoria in Queens, there's so many different spots where there's so many different type of chicks that, you're gonna find something. You're gonna find a few things that's gonna cooperate. You see what I mean? So you gotta get out. What neighborhood you live in?
I'm in Coney Island, actually.
Oh, you're in Coney Island? Oh, shit. So you all the way out there. So you all the way out next to the fucking ocean and shit, man. Damn, you gotta, hell yeah, dude, you gotta get the fuck out of there, man. You gotta go, man, you gotta get to fucking downtown Brooklyn. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, Lafayette Street. You gotta go to, there's so many different spots, man, that you could go to that you'll meet chicks. You gotta not just, go, you gotta broaden your horizons, man. Like, you can't just be talking to the chicks around your way in Coney Island. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I don't fuck with any chicks around my way, because next thing you know, they come to your crib, start stalking and shit like that. I try to mess with chicks from different spots rather than where I live.
Right. But yeah, definitely, you gotta go to the Manhattan area, man. Go to the Manhattan area. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's all I want to know. Appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. All right, peace. Yeah. Man. Shit. I got mad people fucking texting me now and shit. I'm like, shit. Crazy. Every time when I'm on this shit, everybody want to text and call and all that. Chris, you say you can't do overweight? Yo. Man. Yeah, I got a broad scope of shit, bro. It's crazy. This is why I be telling motherfuckers, looks and all this shit is subjective, man. That's why I be laughing when motherfuckers like, oh, she's a 10. Dudes be hitting me up like, yo, I'm messing with this chick, she's a 10. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this the chick you think is a 10? And then I'll be showing niggas like, yo, this chick is bad. And they be like, nigga, please. You see what I'm saying? Like dudes be having such different ranges of what they think is bad. You feel what I'm saying? And chicks is the same way. Like, you know who I think is bad? Who I think is a 9, and the niggas will probably be like, come on, son. Like, what's that chick? Elizabeth Olsen is bad to me. You feel what I'm saying? And most niggas will be like, oh, she's a 6, or she's whatever. You see what I mean? So the shit is all subjective. Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, Locario? This is Cameron from Ohio.
What up? What's popping?
What's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to know, man, is there such thing as complimenting a woman too much?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to complimenting them, a lot of times it's good when you could compliment a chick about something that has to do, if it has to do more so about something besides her looks, that's always good. But even if you compliment her on her physical attractiveness, you could do it in conjunction with the building sexual tension. So if a guy's just complimenting a chick all day without really trying to get at her, that's kind of lame. So if a dude's just like, oh, hey, Susan, you're looking so wonderful today. Oh my God, Susan, you're so, beautiful and blah, 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 blah. That's some bullshit. That's some kind of whack. But if he's talking to Susan and he's flirting with her, and him and Susan is at the bar, and he got his arm around her, and he's like, yo, Susan, you sexy as fuck. You see what I mean? It's a different type of situation. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on how you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Now, when you say flirting, can you give an example? Like, how would I just go into some small talk to flirting? Like, give me an example of that.
Right. So basically, let's say if I'm talking to a girl, let's say I'm at a bar, and I see a chick at the bar, and I go up to her, and I might say something like, I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? She's like, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, my name's Locario. What's your name? She's like, oh, I'm Stacy. Stacy, cool. Where you from? And then she's like, oh, I'm from, Bushwick. So all of this is just small talk. You feel what I'm saying? So now, after she says, she's from Bushwick or whatever, I'm going to look at her and I'll be like, yo, Stacy, you got some really, really sexy lips, right? So now I'm getting into flirting. You see what I mean? Now, based off of how she responds to me saying that, that's going to show whether or not she's interested in that going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Like body language and shit.
Right. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's just sort of you going from small talk to transitioning into the flirting. You see what I'm saying? And there's different ways that you can flirt. So what I said there, that was more like a direct thing. You see what I mean? You can even go a little bit more like indirect with, your flirting. So let's say, for example, I'm talking to the girl, and then so I say, so what do you do? And she's like, oh, I'm a yoga instructor. And then I might say some shit like, Oh man, you know, I was liking you until you said that. You know, until you said you was a yoga instructor, I thought you was cool. But you know, yoga instructors, come on, like so now I'm flirting now, but it's very indirect. So I'm saying, hey, you know, I liked you at first, but you did this, and then so now that gets us into a cool type of banter back and forth. You see what I'm saying? And then so all you're doing is all you're doing when you're talking to a chick from small talk to flirting, and then that flirting builds sexual tension, is you're just making the conversation flow. You feel what I'm saying? And then as it's flowing, you flow from the small talk to the flirting to the building that sexual tension, and then until, you know, making the shit happen. You see what I mean? So that's all it is, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Definitely, bro. I'm out at you. Yeah, man. Man. It's freaking raining outside. I wanted to go out and do some shit. See what's popping in these streets. Go out and talk to some chicks. Man. You said, when am I going to do another video with Amina Zena? I don't know. Soon. I'll hit her up and see what's popping. I will hit her up and see what's popping. There's a couple of other chicks I'm trying to do some videos with too that I want to bring through to for you guys to, you know, talk to and all that shit. You feel me? You said, Locario, you cool, but I can't get your strategies to work past the flirting stage. These bitches are attention whores, and I like to fuck if I give you my attention. Are you on the bad boy membership? Are you on the bad boy membership? Because I got a lot of shit on there that will help you out. You feel me? You said, should you put a girl out if she has a consistent attitude? Yeah, if her attitude is on some bullshit, you gotta tell her to kick rocks. Man. You said I said you should have a mindset of being a 10 during and after you talk to the chick. Can you keep this up if you're constantly getting rejected? Yes. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, dude. And again, this is what I was talking about earlier. If you have to understand that your confidence level has to be here at all times. You understand? Has to be constant. So it doesn't matter if this chick isn't feeling you. Your, feelings about you should not be swayed based off of how she's, feeling you. And even also on the flip side, you shouldn't start feeling great about yourself or better about yourself because a girl is feeling you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's like saying, that's like me saying, oh, well, let's say like people stop watching my videos, or like, let's say like I only get like 100 people watching my videos now. Should I stop making videos because only 100 people are watching it now? No. I'm going to keep making videos regardless if they're watching it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Because somebody's going to watch it. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm doing it because I actually want to do it. Because there were times when, dude, I remember I used to be on Ustream, literally talking to 3 people. 3 people was watching. 3. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not stopping, starting, or going whatever because of everything else. It's no, this is what I do. You see what I'm saying? Again, questions like that, you got to get out that mind state of you doing shit for the approval of everybody else. You see what I'm saying? That's what's fucking up, you know, a lot of motherfuckers in the game. Because they're like, oh, well, how am I going to be confident if all these girls are rejecting me? You think that the guys who are confident don't get rejected? What? Dude, the guys who get the most women get the most rejections. Johnny, you said, so would I have felt the same if I had failures instead of successes? Yes, dude. You know how many times I failed doing this shit? You know how many things I did that didn't work? But I'm still here. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm saying, I love the failing. It's you know, it makes me feel so good. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I don't let the failures fuck with my confidence. Because the fact that I'm keep doing it, even though I failed, is confidence. That you got to have confidence to do that. See, the people who are insecure and don't have confidence are the ones who stop when this shit ain't working or that shit ain't working. Some of the stuff that you enjoy today is because motherfuckers failed when they were trying to make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to understand that shit, man. You guys got to understand that shit. You know how many times I get rejected by chicks? Dude. It's a lot of rejections. You know how many times I put money into shit, thousands of dollars into shit, and it didn't work? You understand? But I kept going. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm such a loser and I'm not good and this and this and that. Nah. I kept doing this because, again, see, you guys keep looking for feedback from the outside. And you're not worrying about the feedback from the inside. That's your problem. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Because, look, think about some artists that you know. Some of your favorite artists. Some of your favorite rappers, singers, whoever the fuck. You know how many times they got told no by record labels? You know how many times they got told they was whack and they was trash? There's dudes out now who's selling millions of records who still get told that they're trash every day. You feel me? So now you got to keep that shit pushing, bro. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, what up? What up?
What's popping? Who's this?
Show, this is Joe calling from Tennessee, man.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
Not much. Hold on 1 second.
What's going on?
Shit, not much, man. Like, I had a couple questions for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shit, it's 2018, so I'm just trying to correct a little mistakes I've been doing in the game from 2017, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, I kind of want to slow down because I'm about to start doing some different business and different financial moves. So I'm trying to chill down on some of the hoes. So I'm basically like, how should I approach if I'm trying to slow down, but I still want to, keep the females in check and keep them respected? Because I noticed, like, if they feel like if you don't have anybody or no other hoes or no females, like they kind of tend to get more disrespectful because they feel like they got you. You know what I'm saying? So, how would you approach something like that?
As far as
like
you
keep the game in check, keep the females in check, but slow down at the same time. You know.
Well, the thing is, you're gonna have to find more quality chicks and get rid of the quantity as soon as possible. You see what I'm saying? So You got to do both those things simultaneously. So since you doing your thing and you getting shit popping, but you slowing down because you trying to do other shit, right? But you still want some girls there. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to become more disciplined in your game. So when you become more disciplined in your game, you say, okay, listen, if I'm dealing with a girl, she got to do A, B, C, and D. If she's not doing none of that shit, she's charged immediately. No questions asked. It's done. So if you see a girl, like let's say you say, okay, if she got some attitude problem, if she's on some bullshit, she's being flaky, wishy-washy, you know what? First sign of that, you're done. Then, but on top of that, you got to recognize the chicks who are choosing you, recognize the chicks who are actually coming through and being cooperative, and keep those on your team. You see what I'm saying? Because then that makes you more focused on doing the other shit that you trying to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So you just need to fuck with the chicks. Just let them know the game up front.
Right.
Ones that's going with it, keep them. If they ain't fucking with it, then.
Right, and then you and you have to understand that there's gonna be a lot of chicks you're gonna be charging to the game. You feel what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of them. So the ones who are really down and who's really about shit, they're gonna be in the minority. They're gonna be it's gonna be a smaller portion of those, but the quality is going to be up. You understand what I'm saying? So it's better for you to deal with one or maybe even two girls whose quality than running around with like 5, 6, 7 girls who's on some bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So and in order to get those two chicks, you're gonna have to charge all these other chicks that's on some bullshit to the game as soon as possible, so that you have the energy to recognize and maintain the ones who are actually about shit. You see what I mean? So it's really just about you, like, making sure that you maintain that situation correctly and manage the ones that are on point, and then get rid of the ones who aren't on point, and then just keep it moving in that direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of mistakes I made, like I just be smashing chicks left and right, and then what happened, I found one that I got rapport with, and we get in a serious relationship, and then she just gets over time. Like you said, I mean, chicks they just think different. So over time, they just get real disrespectful, and it builds up, and then I end up charging to the game. I'm like, damn, well, now I got to snap back at her and shit like that. Now I'm starting over from square one.
Right. Well, the thing is with the girls who start getting on that disrespectful shit, it's really because they got too comfortable. You understand? And so this is another thing where you definitely gotta check a chick when she's on some bullshit. Like if she's on some bullshit, you gotta let her know, look, you ain't gotta be all crazy about it, but just gotta be like, look, man, that's not cool. We can't have that. That can't happen again. If it happens again, we're gonna have to call it a day. You understand? But the thing is that what happens is that sometimes if you're dealing with a chick and she gets too comfortable, and sometimes usually it's because she already had a little bit of attitude in her from the beginning. So she gets too comfortable, she has a little bit of attitude, then that disrespectful shit's gonna start to to come out. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that, and the way that you don't get a woman too comfortable, actually is you being on top of your game as far as your purpose and the other shit that you're doing, so that she knows that you are on point and you got a lot of shit going on, and that she has to sort of know that at any moment you could kick her to the curb. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I noticed that like a lot of times when you spend too much time, that's when they get real comfortable. They get real comfortable like that.
Right. She has to have.
So basically, you just say they get comfortable. That's where disrespect comes in, because they just, you spend too much time together and they just feel comfortable to say anything.
Right. Exactly. So it always got to be that fear of, oh shit, like I got to check myself because I don't want to fuck around and end up losing this dude by being on some dumb shit. So they got to have that sort of in the back of their mind a little bit. You understand? Even to the point where you can't even have, you can't have too much time with them. Even I'll put it to you like this, right? I'm married and I still don't I'm still not around my wife all the time. You see what I'm saying? Because you see what I mean? So I'm always moving and shaking, doing this, doing that. So when I am around my wife, like me and my wife have a date day. Like we have a specific day that's just for us. One day out the week that's specific. Like it's always that day. We're gonna do it that day. And then the other days we can hang out, do what we gotta do. But it's always that one day. But the thing is that since she sees me doing a whole bunch of shit, since she sees me on top of my shit, and of course, you know, we're in an open relationship, so she sees me fucking with other girls. You know, that type of stuff keeps a woman on her toes. You see what I'm saying? So it's never too comfortable. This is why you see a lot of guys who are in marriages who are, most of them who are beta males and shit, right? They got their wife running the show. The wife be disrespecting them all day because they don't do nothing but stay at home, be with their wife, and just don't really got nothing else going on. So the women get so comfortable that it's just like whatever. You understand? So, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, you gotta make sure they ain't too comfortable, man.
With the quality females that really got something going on they own too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If not, they don't be up under you, and then sooner or later don't get disrespectful.
Right. So yeah, you got, and that's the thing. You gotta check these chicks when they on that disrespectful shit, though. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta definitely check that and sort of maintain your relationship in a way where she understands how valuable you are, but also at the same time realizes that at any moment it could be a wrap. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You feel me? So that's how you got to get it done, bro. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Good shout, man. Appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Down, big dog.
All right, peace. Later. Yeah. All right. Shit. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. But yo, listen, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This motherfucker. Make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women Today. The book, the hard copy, audio book, and ebook. Also, make sure you guys go to Patreon, patreon.com /Mr. Locario, so you can join the Patreon so you can hear all the Bad Boy Show episodes. I'm telling you, if you guys are missing these Bad Boy episodes, you guys are missing the fuck out, seriously, because the episodes are longer, the game is heavier, man. So, dude, y'all gotta get up on this Patreon. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. You feel me? Let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to Shaddy Ratty 922, Sean Steed, Jon Snow, the King of the North, Amir Johnson, Ellie Empire, Spotty O Wi-Fi, Chris G, Chris Martinez, McCann Cornell, Herbert Scott. Who else we had up in here? Moving in Silence. Appreciate you up in the spot. Frederick Flair, Fresh Fashion Guy. Who else? We had up in here. News Without the Shit. I like that name. Who else? Darrell S. RT Clincy. Who else we had up in this piece? Bernard Harris. Who else is up in this motherfucker? Khalil. Shout out to you. Johnny Quest. Shout out to you. Jordan Alston. Man, I appreciate everybody that was up in the chat room kicking it. So I will see you guys Wednesday probably. I'm going to do another one Wednesday, you know, most likely. And yeah, you guys enjoy your weekend. What am I going to do? I'm about to put up the other interview I had with my dude, Steve Henderson, aka Steve Day Game, in a minute. So you guys check that out. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Later.